We're here with Mrs. Mute, who I give credit for generating the idea of the mural that you see on the wall. 9/11 was the time when 4 airplanes within the United States committed acts of terrorism. 2 of them landing in the Twin Towers that you can see on the board. One of them forced down by passengers in Pennsylvania, and one actually hit the Pentagon.
So right after it happened, I think that it's hard to understand the mood of the country as a piece of history and how different that is to have lived through it and to remember it. But it was a big deal, and kids were scared and parents were shook up, and kids came almost immediately after 9/11 happened and they wanted to do something. Artists are recorders of history along with the other roles that artists play. And we wanted it to be public, and so we just kind of came up with the idea of the mural. And I can't really say I did that, because I think kids really came up with that idea, the kids that were here at the time. We chose the firefighter to depict all of those first responders. And then the child on the mural, you know, because kids came up with the idea and many kids had lost parents, they decided to include a child on the mural to kind of honor all of the loss from a kid's point of view. And so that's how she made it onto the mural. Since those towers were gone, we decided to leave tower shadows, kind of places where the towers had been. And so that's what the gray rectangles are supposed to symbolize in the middle of the mural. The flag in the background was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, it was a very, it was a time when the country pulled together. The cost of the mural really wasn't very much. It's just a couple of sheets of plywood. And what really took the most time was just generating the idea, and then we would work on it after school, because we really didn't have time to work on it during school. And so September 11th, obviously it happened in early September, and we finished putting the names on in May, I think right before school was out. So it was lots of, you know, half an hour here, half an hour there. Can I come in and paint
I'd
tonight?
like to thank Mrs. Mute, and if you get a chance to take her art class up at the high school, I think very much that it would be very beneficial to you. Mrs. Mute, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for inviting me.